Today I would like to give you a brief update of the Smarter Cal. The Smarter Cal can be used for non-frequency converting duties as well for frequency converting duties. To show you how the ZNB guides us through the Smarter calibration procedure, I'm performing a mixer measurement today. Before we start the Smarter calibration procedure, let's verify if the ZNB is set correctly for performing the mixer measurement. Therefore, I'm clicking on Channel Config, selecting the Mixer Mode menu, and clicking on Define Mixer. On this picture, right now we can see that port number 1 is set for the error frequency, which starts from 2 GHz to 3 GHz. Power level is set to -7. Port number 2 is set for the IF frequency, which is a fixed IF frequency at 500 MHz. And port number 3 is set to the LO frequency, which starts from 1.5 GHz to 2.5 GHz. Power level is set to 7 dBm. After checking the mixer settings, let's start with the Smart Cal. I'm clicking in the Cal button to selecting the Cal menu. Now I can choose either to do the Smarter Cal based on an automatic Cal unit or based on manual calibration. Here today I'm doing it based on an auto Cal unit. This picture right now shows us that port number 1 and port number 2 are aligned to the Smarter Cal, and the calibration type, which can be chosen in this area here, is set to PUOSM. In the next window, we have to tell the Smarter calibration procedure which port is assigned to the power meter, so we are choosing port number 1. Okay, for performing the system error correction calibration, we have to connect port number 1 and port number 2 to the AutoCal unit and press the Start button. After finishing the system error correction calibration, we have to do the power calibration, and therefore we have to connect port number 1 to the power meter. And press the Start button. So right now the Smarter Cal has been done successfully. That can be shown here by the letter S in front of the Cal sign. To performing the mixer measurement today, we also have to do a power calibration of port number 2. Therefore, I'm clicking on Power Cal under Scala Power Calibration menu. Now I'm choosing port number 3 and selecting a source power calibration. So, the ZNB tells us that we have to connect port number 3 to the power meter. And pressing the Start Cal Sweep button. The ZNB performs in source power calibration and the flatness calibration. After finishing this calibration, we have to press the Apply button, and now the ZNB is ready to do the mixer measurement. Therefore, we have to connect port number 1 to the RF port of the mixer, port number 2 to the IF port of the mixer, and port number 3 to the LO port of the mixer. And right now, to measure the conversion gain or conversion loss of the mixer, we have to select S21, which is valid for the Smarter calibration. so S to 1 for a frequency converting DOT. The ZNB shows us in source and match corrected B2 to A1 measurement. By setting a marker, we are achieving a conversion loss of -6 dB. That's what we expected from the datasheet of the mixer.